Whenever I do a TikTok from Studio B or when I'm on a trip someplace, inevitably somebody will come to my comments and say, "Oh, you're just an old rich white guy. You're talking to us like you're one of us, but you're just a rich guy doing whatever you want." And I'm here to tell you, I'm not a rich guy. I'm far from being a rich guy, but I'm happy with being comfortable and content. Now, you see the boat, you see the lake, and you think, okay, this guy's got money. And I have enough to survive, and I have enough to live comfortably, but hardly rich. So I'm going to lay it out for you and tell you exactly how we do all this stuff. First of all, I had a bigger house in a suburb when I was raising my boys. I was juggling and struggling and going through all the things that everybody goes through. And then when my boys left the house, we downsized. We bought a small 2-bedroom condo on a very popular lake in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities. Now, if I told you what I paid for that condo, you'd shit yourself because it was a ridiculous deal. Think about the best deal for a condo on a popular lake and cut that in half, at least in half. That's what I paid for it about 7 or 8 years ago. So we come here, and one of the reasons we bought this condo is because we got a slip with it. I never owned a fucking boat before. So then I'm going to buy a boat, and I don't know anything about buying a boat, and I have somebody else that comes along and says, "Look, Mike, we'd like a boat too, but we don't have a lake, and we don't have a dock, so why don't we go in on it with you?" And I said, I don't know if I like that much. But the deal that was made there was so incredible, I said, fuck it, let's do it. And it's worked out perfectly. So now I have a condo on a lake and a boat on that lake, and I haven't really paid that much money for it. And I'm comfortable. And I'm content. Now people say, well, you're always traveling all over the place. Yeah, we travel all over the place, but you know why? My wife works part-time in her retirement with an airline, so we get free flights. So we fly all over the place because it doesn't cost us anything. Yeah, but what about the condo in Georgia? Well, we had some investments from our times working, and we took part of that investment and bought that condo. We figured we'd take it from one investment to another investment, leave it to our kids, and everything is cool. So that's how it was all done. But the fact of the matter is people are chasing money and wealth and fame and all that stuff. And now that I'm 65 years old, I realize something. That fame and being rich and having all the toys isn't important. What's important is being comfortable and content. I'm not a rich old white guy. I'm just a guy like everybody else, but I'm comfortable and content. That's what you need to shoot for.